Right, 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Hello, everybody. Dr. Paul's testing. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Hello, hello, hello. Please tell me if there's a show. Please tell me if you know my name. Tell me yes. All right. Hello, Tim. How you doing? All right. Thank you for letting me know that I'm not just spaffing out into the atmosphere. Thank you, Jack. Thank you, Keith. Thank you, Tim. All right, welcome to the quiz, everybody. It's 3 minutes to 7 o'clock. We're about to have Dr. Paul pub quiz. Quiz tonight is, well, it's ready. I can't remember if it's difficult or easy. It's the sort of thing I'll kind of lose track of when I'm actually putting it together. Yeah, I'm all right, Tim. Yeah, I'm pretty good. Yeah, I feel a bit a mildly stressful Monday because I had to put this together and helping my daughter with school stuff, and you know, I didn't get started till 10 o'clock in the morning, and there's somebody I need to phone, and I never got around to doing that. But we'll get around to everything tomorrow. Everything's going to be all right tomorrow. The good thing is, the quiz is ready, and I'm here. And I'm not suffer heart attack yet, so it's okay. Hello, Laurel. Triangulation are here. Hello, Marion. Welcome back. Prolethers. Mr. Tam. Bill. All right. Team Gwenstay for Team Bill. For Bill. Team Gwenstay. Gwenstay? Gwenstay. Here you've been not seeing the fez. I don't have a fez. James. I was posting something about a fez earlier on, but that's an old photograph. I'm just moving. That might be a bit noisy, but I'm just moving the mic stand so that it kind of works there. Right, 2 minutes to 7. Get yourself ahead of the game and share the quiz. Just do that right now. You earn a point. If somebody on your team shares the quiz, you get a point. Speaking of sharing, that's exactly what I'm going to do right now. I'm just going to grab this, how you say URL, and I'm going to go and post it on my own Facebook and Twitter. Say tweet. I'll go to Twitter first. Here we go. Tweet, it says. And I say yes. I'll put that in there. And then I'll type live quiz starting any minute on YouTube. Live, and then there we go. And I will do more or less the same on Facebook's. Live quiz right now. Come and try. Paste URL. Win beer. I'll say that. That's an enticement. Win beer. And what else we got? Quick one on the group. That is exactly 7 o'clock. So right, okay. Hello everybody. I'm going to start talking about the quiz any second. I'm just doing a last minute little bit of posting here regarding tonight's quiz, just to round up a few extra bodies through the door. Quiz live right now. Win beer. Paste. Why you not let me post, huh? What's wrong with this shit? There, right, there we go. Sometimes computers just are slow, aren't they? And they just need a cuddle. Don't make me work so fast. Right, back to this lot. Let's see who's here. So I got as far as John Noodle Doodles. Hello, hello, the Grockles. Down Dorset way. Hello, Ollie in Huddersfield. Hello, Shet Mank. Hello, Einstein Bobbleheads down in Wales. We're pretty much nationwide, aren't we? Bill explains Team Gwenstay. I always thought Gwen Stefani's name was Gwenstay. Okay, I've not looked at email today. I haven't had time to look at email today. Scumbag College here, alright. Bog-roll Bandits back and pumped and ready! Ready for quiz. Pajero, right, okay, let's get rid of the slideshow. I don't know, going to start talking about the quiz. Right, welcome to Dr. Paul Quiz. I am Dr. Paul, live. I'm a white middle-class male. British, Scottish, whatever you want to say. Nationalities, not too bothered about that stuff, you know. Anyway, I don't know why I'm getting that sideline. Oh, hang on a second. Hang on, I caught and picked second, right? It's got get rid of the PowerPoint here because it looks like I'm not at the start. Looks like I'm halfway through it. I must have been checking it and I forgot to put it back to the start. Oh man, starting off in good form tonight, all over the shop. Right, okay, here we are from the beginning. That's what we want. Okay, turn it, make it a little smaller so I can actually deal with it on my screen, because I'm not like one of these social media millionaires with 6 screens and all that crap. I've just got one screen here. Let's turn the text off. We don't need that anymore. Right, we're going to hit the first question in 2 minutes. We're going to race through this first bit here. So, welcome to the quiz. It's a pub quiz. Give me a share. If you get a share, if you do a share, you get 1 point for your team. The house rules here are no Tories, no racists. That was before it was cool. No square goes. Just keep it friendly. How to play it. It's a pub quiz. Answer the questions. I'll tell you the answers at the end of each round. You do your own marking. Don't shout out answers in the chat. Last time we played was Saturday. I've started doing the quiz on Saturday as well, and there was a few people turned up on Saturday, so you might fancy Saturday night. It's gone the wrong way. Don't mess with the Zoe on, we're top. 72. Quite a gap as well. Right, never mind that. Football quiz tomorrow at 7. Online pub quiz is now Monday, Wednesday, Friday and Saturday. Great stuff. Sponsored tonight is Cross Borders Brewery based S-Bank or Dalkeith, round about there. They make beer. They make great beer. Everybody loves their beer and they'll send you some beer tonight, but we're going to have a competition for that later on. It's not a competition for highest score in the quiz. The quiz is kind of independent from the beer thing. So what I'm trying to say is there's no cheating. There's no point in cheating. The quiz part really is just for fun. And although we will do a league table at the end, we'll get you to upload your score at the end and we'll do a league table. And that's nice. All right. Something if you like it when stuff goes wrong, then stay tuned because I get a feeling loads of stuff's going to go wrong here. So that'll be fun. I'm in an okay mood with it. You know, I've got a new kazoo. You know, I've been so busy, right, that I've got a new kazoo right here, and I've not even opened it. Right, I've a new kazoo, and I haven't even had time to open it. That's how busy I am trying to get this stuff together. Right. The prize is beer. Whoa, look, there's Jack. Jack won the beer last week. The beer turned up, and there's Jack. Look, he's got sportswear on. He's like a Ned or something. But and now I'm sending beer to Neds. I'm socially irresponsible. Right, round 1. Here we go. You ready? Hugga hugga. I don't have any background music on, do I? No, that's fine. Don't need it. So the same letter round, 5 questions, and all the answers start with the same letter of the working from home attire, says Jack. I working as a Ned. Same letter round, all the answers start with the same letter. Right, here we go. You have to work out the letter. Question number 1. In Greek mythology, what's the name of the Titan that literally carries the world on his shoulders? Like that. There's a Titan, which is slightly different to a god. But this Titan's job is to carry the world on his shoulders. It's a bit rough. What's his name? That's question number 1. Remember, all the answers in the first round start with the same letter. So if you don't know this, you might be able to guess it once you get the letter. Number 2, film comedy. Which US comedian wrote, produced and acted as both title roles in a 2011 comedy called Jack and Jill? So he played Jack and he played Jill. All right, who's the American comedian who did that? It's a 2011 comedy film. What is the name of that comedian? And it's the guy's first name that starts with the same letter. Same letter round. Question number 3. In which country did the 2000 Summer Olympic Games take place? So the Olympics is every 4 years. What country was the host in 2000? That's question number 3. 2000 is a long time ago now, isn't it? Question number 4. Which girl group, had 2 #1 hit albums in 2000 and 2002? One titled Right Now, and the other one's called Feel So Good. Right Now and Feel So Good. What's the name of the girl band? Number 5. What was the name of the youngest of the Bronte sisters? This is a Yorkshire question for you. So the Bronte sisters were active in the 1900s, the 1800s, the 19th century. What was the name of the youngest of the 3 sisters? 3 sisters published books. Her best known work was The Tenant of Wildfell Hall. So what is her first name? Okay, that's it. That's the first 5 questions. Don't shout out any answers, but do tell me if you think you are ready. And once enough people tell me that you're ready, then I move on. For anybody who's just come in or missed any of the questions, then here they are one more time, very quickly. Number 1, what's the name of the Titan in Greek mythology who carries the world on his shoulders? If you don't know this, think about it, because the answer kind of makes sense once you know it. And hopefully you should know the letter by now. All 5 answers in the first round start with the same letter. Number 2, Jack and Jill, 2011 comedy. It got a 1-star review from The Guardian, because The Guardian's pretty sniffy about that sort of thing. What was the name of the guy who played Jack and he also played Jill? You see the thing about The Guardian being really sniffy today about people queuing up for Primark? Yeah, toffs. Terrible toffs. Number 3, in which country did the 2000 Summer Olympic Games take place? Number 4, which girl band had an album called Right Now, an album called Feel So Good? They both got to number 1. And in the early 2000s. And what was the name of the youngest Bronte sister? That's number 5. Happy birthday to Sue! And Team Triangulation. Happy birthday. You know what? Let's break out the kazoo. Let's break out the kazoo for Sue. Look, it's in a plastic and everything. The thing about having a birthday is, if it's your actual birthday, you get a point. Alright, so if anyone watching doing the quiz has got a funny looking kazoo, has got a birthday, you get 1 point. What's up? Sue. I'm not sure about his kazoo. Anyway, right. Happy birthday, Sue. Right, all ready. Everyone's ready. Let's get on. Now, before you do any points, you might have some points before we start. The triangulation team have got a point because it's Sue's birthday. So if it's your birthday, add a point. Has to be today. You also get a point if you're somebody in your team shared the quiz. If you share the quiz social media style, you get 1 point for the team. And if you've been here before, you get the loyalty bonus, which is 2 points. If it's your first time, you do not get the loyalty bonus, right? But if you've been here before, or you've been to one of my quizzes in real life, then you get 2 points. Okay, here we go. Here come the answers. So did you get a letter? There's letter A for a helicopter, or a truck, or Asperger's syndrome. So here, that was A, and here are the answers. Right, mythology. Name the guy with the world on his shoulders. That's Atlas. All right, that's why it's called an atlas, because he's got the whole world in his hands. on his shoulders. You get 2 points for Atlas. Add these up, by the way. Use a bit of paper. Number 2, Jack and Jill. Who's the guy? It's Adam Sandler. Jack and Jill. Woo-hoo-hoo. Funny. Olympics, 2000 Summer Olympic Games, Australia. Girl band, Right Now Feels So Good. Did you get this one? You probably didn't really need to know the title. You just needed to know girl band number ones, early 2000s. It's Atomic Kitten. So well done if you got that without really knowing the titles. There's one of their albums. Feels so good. Atomic Kitten, 2 points. And the last one, pardon me, youngest Bronte sister is Anne. So there you go. There's the answers all together. Atlas, Adam Sandler, Australia, Atomic Kitten, and Anne. Tell me what you scored. This is what we do now at this point. You tell me what you got points-wise. If you get wrong answers, it's always good fun if you tell us what you got wrong and how you got it wrong. What did you put instead? Because that's illuminating for other teams to know what you got. Jack got 9 out of 13. Porn Dwarf's got 13 out of 10. So 13 points means that they got 10 out of 10, plus they got 2 points for the loyalty voucher. Porn Dwarfs are regulars. And 1 point means they did a share on the social media. So you can get 13 points. In fact, Triangulation might have more because they got a birthday. Let's see what we got. 13 for Cat and Gaz. All right, Gareth. Fabian's got 13. Sadly, I knew the Adam Sandler film. If you know it, don't be ashamed. It's just a film. It's just a comedy film. Don't let the hegemony of Guardian style prejudice weigh you down when you know stuff. It's just the way it is, 13 out of 10 voucher plus Sue's birthday, best same letter round ever. Triangulation! Happy birthday, Sue. Xenon's here, breadwinner from last Wednesday when it turned up, and thanks for the pictures. I saw your mail, but I've not actually looked at the pictures. I'm sure they're great. By the way, Xenon's got better hair than me. That's what I found out last week. I don't say that often. Right. Okay, let's move on. Round 2, picture round. 5 questions about pictures. Number 1 is these parts are from which kind of musical instruments? Pianos, harps, or bagpipes? So all those parts have come out of a musical instrument or several musical instruments, but the same thing. What is it? Is it pianos, harps, or bagpipes? Xenon says high praise. Yeah, I mean, my hair's fucking great, There's a real good quality to it, But Xenon's is much bigger, right? It goes up. What I actually don't know is the quality of it. You know what I mean? I'd have to touch it myself. Or I need to see a video of it, doing stuff. But just photographically, from a still, it looks amazing. Number 2, 1970s pop music. Name this Scottish band who sold, get this, over 100 million records during the 1970s. And that is makes them one of the highest selling bands of all time, actually. So a Scottish band, and during the 1970s they were just about the most popular thing on planet Earth. They sold more than 100 million records. And then their manager ripped them off. It's not a good story, So who are they? This is not same letter, right? This is just questions about the pictures. All right. Number 2, bankers. This was one of England's big 4 banks before it was swallowed up by the HSBC in the 1990s. What was the name of the bank? It starts with the letter M. If you're my age, you'll know that straight away, I think. If you're a bit younger, might be unfamiliar, but it used to be one of the big banks in the UK, a big English bank, and it was bought up by HSBC in the 90s. The name of the bank starts with the letter M. So what's the name of that bank? I get a feeling this is quite a tricky round. We'll wait and see what the scores are. Number 4. Now, I've used this in the pub before, and if you've seen this in the pub, it's the sort of thing you'll definitely remember. This is an original illustration of the title character from which book? So name the book. So the book was published in 1900, and it was later turned into one of the most famous films of the 20th century. And that is the title character. The guy in the chair. The guy in the stool. So, what's the name of the book? Alright. That's question number 4. And last one, number 5. War film. Not a great picture. Look at that. What is the title of this classic German war film from 1981? So the film was made in 1981. It was set in the Second World War. And it is an extremely good film. Made in German, but it was successful around the world. It was popular in Britain and America, as well as just Germany, because it's a good film. So what's the name of that film? German point of view during the Second World War. And it's naval, put it that way. That's another little clue there. Right, you tell me if you're ready. I'm going to quickly recap these questions. So, those bits come out of pianos, harps, or bagpipes. Taryn's ready. Number 2, name the band. One of the biggest selling pop groups of all time. 100 million records, almost all in the 1970s. Name the bank. That's the logo. It got swallowed up in the 90s. Used to be one of the big 4 in England. Starts with the letter M. Number 4. Who is this character? He's the title character of a book that first came out in 1900. It was later made into an extremely popular film. He's the title character. What is the character? And therefore the book. And the last one, name the film. German film, 1981, set in the Second World War. And truly an excellent movie. Okay. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of you telling me that you're ready. So I think we're just about ready. Maybe one more. I don't know. Come on, tell me you're ready. 1 or 2 more. Okay, here we go. Here come the answers. Thank you, Pajero Shetmank. Here we go. 2 points for these. So the musical instruments, they are all parts from bagpipes. All right. I can't describe the different parts, but I know that they're from bagpipes. I think reeds are there and pipes and I don't know what, but it's from bagpipes anyway. 1970s pop music, Scottish band, sold 100 million records. It's the Bay City Rollers. Oh yeah, the Rollers, Roller Mania. That's what it was in the 70s. I can vaguely remember it. I remember visiting an elder cousin's house when I was a really little kid, and there was just tartan stuff everywhere. That's when we were down south. Big 4 banks, starts with letter M. That was the Midland Bank. Midland. You kind of know that one or you don't. Number 4. This is the original Wizard of Oz. All right, that's the Wizard of Oz. There he is. That's from the original book. That's what they looked like at first. The green might have been a giveaway there, or not a giveaway, but a little clue. Tell me if you got that, and tell me if you got it wrong and what you put if you got it wrong. And the last one, number 5. It's another kind of know it or you don't one. Set in a submarine. It's Das Boot, all right, or Das Boot, if you want to say it like that, but. A German pronunciation would be boat. Das Boot. So it's a submarine crew, and they do a tour of duty in the North Atlantic. They sink a ship. Then they have to try and get through the Straits of Gibraltar, and it doesn't go very well. So Geek Robinson, they got it. Must be talking, and a Green Heart there. Must be talking about the Wizard of Oz. No clue in the last one, Shetmank. Yeah, you kind of know it or you don't. Wolfgang Peterson is the director. Said Dr. Seuss for the Wizard of Oz. That's a reasonable guess. That's not bad at all. Guess the Wizard. Yeah, good. It's good if you can guess it. Jack's not happy with that 2 out of 10. All right. Right, scores slightly all over the place, which is quite good. Right, it's time for... Oh, there's all the answers together. Bagpipes, Bay City Rollers, Midland Bank, Wizard of Oz, Das Boot. Didn't get a wizard. Aye, that's Oscar... I wish I had the full name written down. It's like Oscar Pinhead or something like that. I should have it written down, actually. Hang on. No. Okay. Drawn by William Wallace Denslow. That's the only extra fact I got. Right, I've got 1 minute on my timer. I'm going to give you 1 minute to solve a puzzle, which is an anagram. It's the name of a prison, a famous prison. So there's the anagram, and there's 1 minute on the clock. Just started there. Down at 58, 56 seconds. Blonde Brains. Unscramble that to give us the name of a prison. If you get this within the minute, you'll get 3 points. Do not shout out the answer in the chat. Do not shout the answer out in the chat. But do tell me if you think you've got it. I'm probably not going to give too many more clues than that. There's only a few prisons that you could rightly describe as being famous, and this is one of them. So... name that prison. Didn't get a bank or the war film. Yeah, they're both kind of know or you don't ones. They're probably better questions for teams rather than playing alone. Jules got it. There's 4 seconds left, 3 seconds left. Bum, 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 bum. Dismiss. Right, you've got right up until I reveal this to get it right. It's a prison that was famous from the sort of 70s, 80s, 90s, mainly because of one prisoner that was living there. It's Robben Island. Of course, this was in South Africa, and it was the prison where Nelson Mandela spent quite a bit of his captivity. So Robben Island, that's where he was released from in whenever it was, 1990, I think. He got out of jail down there in South Africa, ended up becoming the president. So Robben Island, 3 points if you got Robben Island. Not too many people were shouting that they got it, so that might have been a difficult one. Tell me if you did or didn't get it, and we'll move on. Right, round 3 is Hexo. Caesar's Palace saying that never heard of it. Doing shockingly bad today. It might be a difficult quiz tonight. We got Island, but not Robben. Give yourself a point. Give yourself 1 out of 3 points if you got Island, but didn't get Robben. I think that's fair. Quite a lot of people did not get it. We were trying all the Scottish prisons. Nah. Pro Lethers, meanwhile, are saying it's the first bonus they ever got. So nice solve. Especially on a night where it looks like more people did not get it rather than did get it. Let's move on to Hexo. Now, Hexo... Some people have a little bit of trouble understanding Hexo, so I've put in a wee example here, right? So if you looked at that grid and I asked you World War II UK Prime Minister, 2 letters, you'd be looking for Winston Churchill. So you find the initials on the grid. Look, there they are, WC, right? And then the Jags, that's PTFC, Part Thistle FC. That's how Hexo works. So the answers have to be next to each other, but the different answers don't necessarily touch each other. You know what I mean? Here we go. Here's the actual Hexo. That's a wee example. Hopefully you understand how it works now. And there's an extra little thing. The answers do not overlap. So here we go. So the first one in the Hexo tonight is a 2-letter answer. And you're looking for a newspaper that was founded in 1888 and is read by people who are interested in business and money. All right, so a money and business newspaper. 2 letters. Try and find that on the grid. All right. And write down the 2 letters. You don't even have to know the actual what the letters stand for. You just got to get the letters right. in hexo, so it means you can guess. Okay, number 2 is a 4-letter one, and it is a James Bond film, specifically the James Bond film that came out in 1981. So a 1981 James Bond film, or the James Bond film that came out in that year. 4 letters. And they're all together on the grid, those 4 letters. Number 3 is a Northern Ireland paramilitary group that was founded in 1966 and eventually declared a ceasefire in 1994. That's 3 letters. So a Northern Irish paramilitary group that was in business, if you want to put it that way, from 1966 to 1994. They declared a ceasefire then. I think they continued to exist and then officially disbanded a few years later. But they stopped all the hoo-ha in 94. Number 4 is an Englishman, but with a German-sounding name, and he was the composer for the music which is known as The Planets. So what was that guy's name? 2 letters, so first and surname. And he's got a German-sounding name, but he was English. Both his first name and his surname sound a bit German, I would say. Certainly continental. But he was an English guy, and he wrote The Planets, you know, Jupiter, bringer of jollity, Mars, bringer of war, all that stuff. And the last one is a writer, an author, American author who created the Tales of the City novels that were set in San Francisco. So he was a famous chronicler of the city of San Francisco. Wrote novels under the heading Tales of the City. 2 letters, first and surname. So I'm going to leave that up there for a few minutes. You tell me if you're ready. And then we'll get on with revealing the answers. Hexo is probably the most difficult round for me to decide whether it's an easy round or not. Like, I think the first 3 are easier here, and the last 2 are more difficult. Lumpy Gravy are ready. Nick is ready with the grockles. Hey, Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana. Daylight come and me want go home. Is that not everybody's favourite tune in the world? Because it's definitely mine. This kazoo's weird. Like, it's got a sort of diaphragm there, it's completely clear. Usually it's kind of papery, but it's completely clear. A bit of plastic, really. And it felt like I had to give quite a bit of effort to get a note out of it. Metal kazoo. Easy to play, just hum, it says. You know what I mean? It's like... Sorry, yeah, Bill, you're right, actually. It's the rainbow theme that is the best song in the world. I forgot. I don't think this works very well. I'm humming quite hard there. There's not much sound coming out of it. I got ordered too. The one I gave to my daughter earlier, she was blasting it. It was loud as hell. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there with the kazoo. Kazoo failure. Anyway. Daylight come and me want go home. Right, you ready for the answers? I think you're all ready. Let's do it. So, here we go. Hexo answers. The business paper, 2 letters. That's FT. It's the Financial Times, of course. All right. There's something missing. That's it. That's all it is. It's just it looks like a normal kazoo, but I mean, I don't know what's going on. Sort it out after the quiz, right? FT. You just need FT for the 2 points there. You don't need to know it stood for Financial Times, although I'm sure you did. Right, the Bond film, 1981. 4 letters is for Your Eyes Only. Yeah. For Your Eyes Only is the right answer. For your eyes only, only for you. Sheena Easton style. Number 3, the paramilitary organisation from Northern Ireland, active 66 to 94. That's the UVF, which is the Ulster Volunteer Force. That's what they called themselves. Dreadful flag. If you look up their flag, it's very, very bad graphic design. Planet's composer, that was Mr. G.H. That's Gustav Holst. You did not need to know his name. You just got to get the G.H. bit for the points. Gustav Holst. So I always thought he was German, just going by the name, but he was English. And the last one, the San Francisco-based writer who wrote Tales of the City. It's quite well, it's not obscure, but more obscure. This one, it's Armistead Maupin. All right, AM. So that is the Hexo. I think the first 3 were easier. I think the second 2 were a bit harder. Number 4, number 5 are a little bit harder. Tell me what you scored. Not liking it. I mean, I got this one because it's a metal one. There's a few quid, like 3 or 4 quid. So I thought it would be like good quality, you know. I used to have a plastic one that was loads better than that. Alan Robbie-Doo does not like the early mornings. Got 8 out of 10. The last one baffled me, says Bill. Yeah, I think the last one was definitely the most difficult one there. UVF and San Francisco wrong for the Pro Lethers. What'd you get instead of UVF? Ali Gunn says 9 if I get a point for GJ instead of GH. Yeah, if you get half an answer on those last ones, you get a point. Number 3 was naughty because UVA could have been an answer. Well, that's why the dates are in there, you know, to narrow it down to UVF, because I know there's different paramilitary organisations, but I'm not sure they would all fit into that 66-94 bracket. So that's why the dates are there. You know what I mean? All right, so the scores look generally like a 6 or an 8 out of 10 there. I think Armistead Maupin maybe got some of you. 10 out of 10 though for Kilted Scott. Must have known Mr. Maupin. Nice one. Try the other end. No, I mean, it's a kazoo. You blow in the fat end. Yeah. The thin end's no good at all. I mean, it works, but it just seems to be a lot more effort. Unless I'm just getting really old and can't even blow a kazoo anymore. Right, team of the day are... Look at that. That's easily the best team of the day picture we've ever had. That's Kerry and Jerry, known as the Abbey Hill Billies. All right, look at them. Crazy close-up. Nose, face, teeth, everything. There's me in the background. Madness. If you want to be team of the day, send me your photograph. Send me a composite photograph of the team if you're in different locations, and we'll get it done. Team of the day. Right. Time for round 4 is a guess what round. So far we've had guess where, we've had guess who. Tonight is slightly different. It's guess what. It's a television program. All right. So hidden behind this grid is a television program, a famous scene from a famous TV program. Yeah. You never know. Caesar's Palace, you never know. So, hidden behind the grid is a famous scene from a famous television program. I'm going to reveal some of the squares and give you a clue. If you get it on clue 1, you get 10 points. If you get it on clue 2, you get 8 points. If you get it on clue 3, you get 6 points, and so on. So you're ready? Here come the first 6 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'll tell you, this television program is from the 1970s. Right, that's it. That's the first clue only. That's all it is. This is a show from the 1970s. Write down a guess anyway. You don't have to commit. So if you put an answer down and it turns out to be right, you later change it. It doesn't matter. You still get 10 points if you guess it correctly at this stage. So put down a guess for 10 points. A couple of you reckon you might have it already. Lumpy Gravy have got, well, Lumpy Gravy are saying they have got it. Gareth saying hopefully got it. Taryn saying definitely got it. All right, let's see. For 8 points, here comes the 8-point clue. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares. This it's a British show, all right, and it's set in the southwest of England. Lots of people saying you got it. You think you got it. Oh, we think we got it. That's for 8 points. Okay, write down a guess for 8 points. I shall give you another 6 squares and another clue. So the main star of this show is also one of the writers. And he said that he based his character on a real person that he had met and who he described as the rudest person he had ever met. So the writer and star of this show met someone in real life that he considered to be the rudest person he had ever met, and then based this character on that person. That's for 6 points. Write down a 6-point guess, rather. Here's for 4 points. I think most of you got it now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So for 4 points, one of the main characters in the show is Spanish and comes from Barcelona. Although it's a British program, but there's a Spanish character in the show. And that's for 4 points. And if you still don't know about this, all the clues so far sort of rely on knowing the show. The last clue, take away all the squares for 2 points, and I'll tell you something that's more up to date. It was in the news last week because it was briefly removed from the UK TV streaming service, or one of the episodes was, while they tried to work out how offensive it was or not. So, you all got it now. Give me a couple of seconds. If you still don't know, have a little guess. Write something down. Write anything down. Here comes the answer. You all got it by now, surely. It's Fawlty Towers, all right? John Cleese plays Basil Fawlty, the owner of a guest house hotel in Torquay in Devon in the southwest of England. And it all goes wrong. Lots of 10 points. Lots of you got it on the first one. Got that at 10, and it's a brilliant series. They only did 2 series, didn't they? I think it was only like 13 episodes made, or 12 episodes, something like that. And it's all on Netflix. Bog Roll Bandits, 10 out of 10 for the Bog Roll Bandits. Pajero had to wait till the 8-point clue to get it. It's pretty good. Go and get it on the first one. Like, I'll go back to that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that was the squares you had for the first clue. I mean, that's pretty good getting it from that. Could you tell? Well, it can't have been the clue because the only clue is from the 1970s, and now that could be 1,000 shows. But you must have just recognised the dining room. All right, let's move on. There he is. And if you don't know that scene, that's him not mentioning the war to the German guests that he has. Okay, right, let's go. Oh, sound round. We're at the sound round already. Sound round, man. I can't believe you know it that well. Janet says it was the dress and the tablecloth that made us get. I mean, it's a blurry picture as well. Not high quality picture, and you still managed to pick it. Oh, that's that tablecloth. That just shows you how famous that show is. Okay, so sound round tonight is a voices round, okay? Voices tonight. Here are 10 possible voices. I'm going to play you 5 voices. You pick whose voices they are. It's as simple as that. So if I just get over to my sound machine over here. Here we go. Here is the first voice, and all the answers are on the list, so you just have to pick off the list who you think this is.
Now, I would like to make it clear in parenthesis that I do not blame my parents for their point of view. There is an expiry date on blaming your parents for steering you in the wrong direction. Now,
Okay, I hope that was loud enough. Actually, I think it probably was, but my headphones were down, so that's probably what it was. I thought that sounded a little quiet. I'll play them again anyway, but here is number 2.
I always felt that lyrically, you know, with the songs, that I was trying to represent, you know, the guys in the band as well as myself. So in that respect, I guess it's a little confusing, but I was trying to, you know, speak for all of us.
Speak for all of us. She was trying to speak for all of us, her and the boys in the band. That was voice number 2. Voice number 3 is someone talking about millions of years in the future.
The sun, which is in its 12th magnitude, will get to its 20th magnitude. It'll get hotter and hotter and slowly embrace the planets and burn them up. And gradually the sun will go electric blue, then a dark blue, then it will die out and be a black sun with 9 black planets. But by that time, we'll have gone somewhere else. The sun...
So by that time, we will have gone somewhere else, by the time we have a black sun. Number 4 is from a film. All right, who is speaking here?
Soldiers, don't give yourselves to brutes. Men who despise you, enslave you, who regiment your lives, tell you what to do, what to think, and what to feel, who drill you, diet you, treat you like cattle, use you as cannon fodder. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men with machine minds and machine hearts. You are not machines. You are not cattle. You are men, soldiers.
Wow, machine men with machine minds and machine hearts. Stirring stuff from a film. But who is it who's speaking the lines there? And then the last one is this.
That's right. I have wrestled with an alligator. I done tussled with a whale. I done handcuffed lightning, throw thunder in jail. That's bad. Only last week, I murdered a rock, injured a stone, hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean, I make medicine sick.
Man, dude.
Yeah. Fast. Last night, I cut the light off my bedroom, hit the switch, was in the bed before the room was dark. That's right.
Right, so that's so mean, I make medicine sick. Wrestled an alligator. Right, who would that be? So, I'm going to play them one more time. And here they are again, okay? First one is someone talking about you can't blame your parents forever.
Now, I would like to make it clear in parenthesis that I do not blame my parents for their point of view. There is an expiry date on blaming your parents for steering you in the wrong direction. Now,
that was number 1. Number 2 is talking about representing herself and the boys in the band.
I always felt that lyrically, you know, with the songs, that I was trying to represent, you know, the guys in the band as well as myself. So in that respect, I guess it's a little confusing, but I was trying to, you know, speak for all of us.
Okay, number 3 is talking about the future of planet Earth and how the sun will turn black.
The sun, which is in its 12th magnitude, will get to its 20th magnitude. It'll get hotter and hotter and slowly embrace the planets and burn them up. And gradually the sun will go electric blue, then a dark blue, then it will die out and be a black sun with 9 black planets. But by that time, we'll have gone somewhere else.
will have gone somewhere else by then. Number 4 is from a film.
Soldiers, don't give yourselves to brutes. Men who despise you, enslave you, who regiment your lives, tell you what to do, what to think, and what to feel, who drill you, diet you, treat you like cattle, use you as cannon fodder. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men with machine minds and machine hearts. You are not machines. You are not cattle. You are men.
He sounds exactly like Kenny Everett right at the end of that. But who's not on the list? It's not Kenny Everett. And the last one is from the 1960s.
That's right. I have wrestled with an alligator. I done tussled with a whale. I done handcuffed lightning, throw thunder in jail. That's bad. Only last week, I murdered a rock, injured a stone, hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean, I make medicine sick.
Bad dude.
Bad.
Ain't no doubt.
Fast. Last night, I cut the light off my bedroom, hit the switch, was in the bed before the room was dark. That's
Very good. Great stuff. Okay, you're all ready. Well, lots of you are ready anyway. It's a good job we had this round because there was a bit of tablecloth chat breaking out up there. Surely we're better than this. Stuart's saying it's not all on Netflix. Is it not? My daughter was watching one on Netflix the other night. I just assumed it was all there. If any of it was there, it'd all be there because there's not that many. There's only 2 series, I think. Right, okay. I'm going to tell you the answers. Here we go. 2 points for each of these. So the first one is there's an expiry date on blaming your parents for pushing you into choices. That was a commencement speech given to Harvard students of Harvard University, graduates of Harvard, by J.K. Rowling, or Rowling, however you want to say. A few years ago, 2008 maybe, something like that. Number 2 was talking about the boys in the band and writing songs to represent the boys and her. She was talking about how it could be read as the songs of the band could be read by as either sex, and the right answer is Debbie Harry. All right, Blondie is the band, but Debbie Harry is the person talking about that. Number 3, talking about the black sun, the expanding 20th magnitude blue, then dark blue, then black sun engulfing the planets. It's your old pal Brian Blessed, who knows about this stuff, because he pretty much knows about everything. Number 4 is Charlie Chaplin. It's from the film The Great Dictator. It's the rousing speech at the end where he's replaced the dictator and calling for an end to it all. And then the last one, handcuff lightning, through thunder in jail, wrestled an alligator, tussled with a whale. It's Muhammad Ali, the boxer, doing a pre-fight conference. King of trash talk. Poetic. So what did you get? I would guess that wasn't, I don't know, was it hard or not? Actually, it's really hard to tell from my end whether it was difficult or not. You tell me what you scored. Jack got 10. Charlie got us. You said you got 8. So did you put Richard Attenborough instead of Charlie Chaplin? Put Emma Thompson for the first one. Yeah, it's reasonable. 10 out of 10 for triangulation. Happy birthday, Sue. Oh no, said Patrick Moore, not Brian Blessed. Pajero, you should know by now that whenever there's a voice round, one of the voices is always Brian Blessed. Alright, so there's been a few wrong turns here and there, a few 8 out of 10s coming on. 4 out of 10 for Marion. Disaster. Thought Brian Blessed was Dickie Attenborough. Nah, there's always a Brian Blessed in there. It's the trademark of the voice round. All right. I go and watch. It's about 5 minutes long, or somewhere between 3 and 5 minutes long. Charlie Chaplin's speech at the end of The Great Dictator. It's dead good. That was just a tiny wee bit of it. It's really good. Okay, where are we? It's mystery bag time. Yeah. Mystery bag's up there. Right, okay. Put Attenborough instead of Brian Blessed because he wasn't shouting. That's reasonable. He does, but he's got a few different keys. You know, one of them is quite gentle. Yes, he can do that. You know, he's an actor. He's got range. So our sponsor is Cross Borders Brewery, and they make beautiful beer. Everybody who gets their beer, I'll take these off now. Everybody who gets their beer says it's the best beer ever, right? So you can win 2 growlers. Now, what's a growler? A growler is a big bottle full of beer, and they'll 2 of them. They'll send them to you. Holly loves the mystery bag. Been training for this all week. Right, let's get on to it. So you got to work out what's in the mystery bag, right? I've got a mystery bag, and if you work out what's in the mystery bag, then you win the beer. And you could be happy like Simon there. There's Simon. He's kind of the face of this. You know, he's probably the best at this. He's won this up. Well, Alan's really good as well. They're kind of teammates, but they're kind of the best. So what's the filling in the mystery bag? Mystery bag. So you ask me questions of a yes no nature. I will respond to the ones that I can see. Things tend to come through quite quickly. And that's crucial because I don't see everything. Sometimes I miss stuff. Now, the first person that I see with the right answer gets the prize, gets the beer. Okay? Just remind myself what it actually is. Right, okay. So start hitting me the questions. So you might be first, you might be ahead of somebody else, but it's the first one that I see. So if you definitely think it's something, just keep guessing, and I've got more chance of seeing it. So let's have a look now. Is it a toy? No. Is it edible? Yes, it is. It is edible. Is it food? Yes. Is it soft? Kind of halfway. Not really soft and not really very hard either. Hard for a food, I suppose. It's not a banana. It's not a carrot. Can you wear it? Aye, you could, but that'd be ludicrous. Does it live in the kitchen? Yes, I got it from the kitchen. Is it metal? No, it's edible. Is it clothes? Is it made of glass? Cheese? No. Mushroom, apple, olives, biscuits, peanut butter, banana, chorizo, apple bread, chocolates, fruit. Nah, it's not a type of fruit. Avocado cheese, chocolate, bridie avocado, parsnip. Nah, none of that stuff. Sausage, banana, salami, cocaine. No. Is it what? Alright, it's starting to go really fast now. I've slowed down the feed here so I can see everything. Is it green? No, it's kind of brown. Kind of very light brown. Orange, banana, pear, cheese. Is it a fruit? You know what? I don't really know. I don't think it is. I'm not quite sure how to classify it, to be honest, Holly. Was it Holly asking that? No, it was Richard. Richard was asking, is it fruit? I don't really know. I don't think it's a fruit. Coconut, veg, it's some sort of vegetable. But not like a main ingredient vegetable. What else we got here? Ooh, I think I've missed a load out there. Right, I'll go back up the feed slightly. I can't see anybody getting this right at the moment. Onion, sausage, beef, salt, leek, biscuit, chocolate, no. Celery, oat cake. Celery is probably about the closest thing so far, but it's not even very close. Asparagus, bread. Now, it's a natural product, right? It's a thing that grew, but it's not like a main ingredient. It's not like a main vegetable, you know. Well, not in most normal households anyway. It's something that you would use a bit of. Sweet potato is probably a bit closer, but it's not right. Potato, sugar, biscuits, almonds, cucumber, salt, eggs. No. Tablet. It's not tablet. Lemongrass. Right, that's getting closer. Fennel. No. Celeriac. No. Oh, someone's got it. Right, I've seen one person who's got it. It's the first one I've seen. Therefore, the winner is Gareth McNeil. Said ginger. It's a root of ginger. So I think this is a vegetable, isn't it? Is that right? And it's I don't even know what it is, do I? I know it's ginger. It's definitely ginger. It's a root, isn't it? So the first one that I've noticed is Gareth McNeil. Da 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 da. Gareth McNeil is the beer winner. Is the beer winner of the Cross Borders beer. He is the best. Everybody else is the worst. So write your name down here, Gareth. Did you win someone else, Gareth? You feel familiar to me. But if the thing is, send me a message. Usually on Facebook's the best thing to do. Send me a message with your address and your mobile number, and then I get that to Cross Borders, and then they send you beer, and the beer turns up pretty soon. I don't know if Jack's still here. Is Jack still here? Have you drunk the beer yet? Is it good? There's Margaret Ann saying, I got it before. Yep, probably. But it's the first one I noticed. Root/spice. Thanks for that, Janie. You won Bawjaws before. Well, I've probably got your address. I'll check it out. But I do need for this, I need your phone number as well. Right, 3 minutes to 8. Come on, let's do it. Let's finish off. Well done to Gareth. Gareth is the best. Right, mystery bag. What's inside? We did that. Right, okay. Round 6 is double or bust. This will decide your final score for tonight's quiz. The scores have been all over the place tonight. I don't know what the scores are going to look like at the end. It's been a strange one, I think. So double or bust is 4 points for a correct answer. If you put a wrong answer down in this round, you get 0 points for the round. That's bust. To avoid going bust, you can leave blanks. You don't have to answer every question. So you choose which ones you're going for. You ready? Here we go. Okay, number 1. Authors. Russians. Which author was threatened with exile from his native Russia because of his book Dr. Zhivago? So who wrote Dr. Zhivago? That's the short version of the question. Who wrote Dr. Zhivago? Geometry. How many sides are there on a heptagon? All right. How many sides has a heptagon? That's question number 2. Remember, you can leave blanks, but if you write something down and you get it wrong, you get 0 points for the round. That's double or bust. Jack says about the beer, I had it on Saturday. Lovely. Big letters. Nice. Did you get nice and pished? Science question. Which element has the chemical symbol Xe? So that's a periodic table. Question. There's an element with the symbol Xe. What is the element? What's the full name of the element? It's a one-word answer. Number 4, highest point. Right. In which US state is Denali? Which is the US's highest point. It's a mountain that used to be known as Mount McKinley. It's changed name to Denali. Which state is it in? So name the state. Used to be called Mount McKinley. It's now called Denali or Denali. I don't know how you say it. But it's the highest point in the USA. Which state is it in? Remember, one wrong answer is bust in this round. Be careful. And the last one, get this, social media. So what year question? What year was the first ever tweet sent on Twitter or posted on Twitter? Whatever you want to say. You get the points here if you get within 2 years of the right answer. So if you're 2 years out, you get the points. If you're 3 years out, you bust. All right, so you decide which ones you want to answer. Basically, when did Twitter start? When was the first tweet? Right. Couple of tricky ones in there. I shall quickly recap them. Who wrote Dr. Zhivago? He got threatened with exile from Russia because of the book. Who's the writer? Number 2, how many sides on a heptagon? H-E-P, heptagon. Number 3, Xe stands for which chemical element? Chemical element. It's got the symbol Xe. What's the element? Number 4, where is Denali, Mount McKinley? Which state is it in? The US's highest point. And the last one, what year was the first tweet on Twitter? If you get within 2 years, you get the points. You tell me when you're ready, and and I'll hit you with the answers. At this point, I will remind you why I'm doing this. I'm doing it for love, but I'm also happy to accept tips. The quiz is free for you to do, and I'm happy for you to be here. It costs no money to play, but if you thought the quiz was worth a tip, then I'd be delighted to get a tip from you. Okay? So I'm going to put a little link in here which links to a PayPal page where you can give me a tip. So what would you pay if you were at a pub quiz? You know, a couple of quid. Something like that. Thanks very much. If you can't pay or won't pay, that's absolutely fine. But please share the quiz and please like the quiz while you're here on YouTube. If you've not subscribed, click subscribe as well. And click the bell and then you get told when the quizzes are. Triangulation are ready. Ali Gunn is ready, going for 4. Yeah, you decide how many you go for in this round. Do you go for just for a couple, KG, or do you go balls out and go for all 5? I'm going to wait for a couple more of you to say that you're ready. After this, I'm going to get you to upload your scores, and I'll make a league table of all the scores to post up on the Facebook later on. Yeah, no, there's not too many balls out at the moment. A couple of you going for 4. Pro Lethers are ready. Noodle Doodles are ready. Aye, I detect a bit of caginess. Going for 3 and still risky with one of those. All right, that's it. A little living on the edge with 3 answers. Gareth, you've won the beer. You might as well go for all 5. Ready? None of you look too sure about this. Right, I'm going to hit you with the answers. You ready? Here we go. Right. Double or bust answers. Here we go. You know how it works. 4 points for a correct answer, so you get 20 points if you answer them all and get them all right. If you answer 3, you get them right, you get 12 points. So anything wrong at all in this round, you get bust. Okay? 0 points for the round. Here we go. Number 1, Dr. Zhivago. Who was the writer? It's Boris Pasternak, right? Boris Pasternak. That's a know it or you don't want, isn't it? Number 2, how many sides are there on a heptagon? That's 7. Basically a 50p is a heptagon. There it is. 7-sided shape is a heptagon, like the heptathlon, you know, from the Greek word epta or efta, which is 7. Science question, XE, what is that? It's xenon. That's all it is. Xenon. That's what xenon looks like. If that attacks you one night, if you see that, then you know it was xenon. You can tell the police. It was xenon. Highest point. Right, Denali is the new name for it, or the current name for it. Formerly known, used to be known as Mount McKinley. That is in Alaska. Look at the size of the bastard. Oofed. That's a mountain. And, right, this is crucial. Did you go for this? I think Twitter's actually older than I thought it was. I think I would have got this wrong. I would have said too recent. The right answer is 2006. So it's been around for 14 years. Nearly 14 years. It was September, I think. That is the tweet. Oh no, it's March. March the 21st, 2006. Jack Dorsey, one of the founders. Just sitting at my Twitter. Little did he know what he was starting. Anyway, so if you got anything between 2004 and 2008, that's the points. All right, so there we go. Boris Pasternak, 7 sides, Xenon with an X. Alaska, 2006, 2004 to 2008 was close enough for the points. Right, tell me what you got. 20 points for triangulation. We've never had such a high score in a double or bust, and it was Sue's birthday. It looks like a big, big night for triangulation. Busted, says Ollie. If you got bust, tell me what you got bust on. All right. The last one saved me with a buffer. We are thrilled. Laurel's happy. Triangulation are triumphant tonight. Didn't go for Zhivago in Alaska. Had no idea, says Taryn. Prince Philip's Driving School. Hello, Abby. Got 63 in the end. Good score. I think the scores are properly spread out tonight. Properly mad scores all over the place. James McLean says 20 out of 20. Balls out. The balls were out and it was glorious. That's the way to do it. Right, okay, I'm going to give you the link to upload your scores. So I've finished there at about 8:05. We'll try and get closer and closer to 8 o'clock. It's not too bad tonight, though. Fairly pleased with that. There's the link. Click on that link and upload your score. It just asks for your team name and your score. And later on, I will make a league table after I do the 9 o'clock quiz. I do this quiz again at 9 o'clock. I do it on Facebook. If you know somebody who would like the quiz, tell them about it. Tell them to go Facebook. 71 for triangulation. Magic. Marion's on 43. Pish poor tonight, she reckons. It was... and a team best for triangulation. Well, happy birthday, Sue. That's fantastic. That's fitting on your birthday. Excellent stuff. 60 point for the scumbags. Alan Robidoux. 45. Bust. What did you get bust on? Thank you, Holly. Got the mountain wrong. What did you put for the mountain? I like to know what you got. When you get things wrong, I like to know what you put. It's one of the most interesting parts of hosting for me when I'm in the pub, because I get to see everybody's wrong answer. It helps me to understand what people know and what they don't know and how they think, and it helps me ultimately to write questions, Ah, says Ali, I'm gutted. Just clocked some ginger in my kitchen. Aye, well, inspiration lies in the most unusual of places. I love your anger, Jack. 45, huge pile of wank socks. I don't know if that's 45 your score and then just a snapshot of your room. Barrymore's fist got bust, only 42. Thank you, Pajero. 58 is pretty good. Gonna go for Montana. I guess Montana as well, said Holly. Yeah, Montana, mountains. Yeah, makes sense. But there's so many states, I think that's one you would best not to go for unless you kind of knew it, Bust on Twitter. What did you put for Twitter if you didn't get within the 04 to 08? I'm going to put the link up again just now for uploading your score. Jam Tarts said Washington State for the mountains. Jam Tarts is a prick, says Ollie. Ooh, Margaret Ann got the right answer, 2006 for Twitter, but thought it was too risky. I think Facebook was the same year. I think Facebook was 2006 as well. And Twitter. So we've been living with that stuff for more than 15 years now. I think it's changed the world. It's a funny old business. I've been using Twitter more in the last year or so, and it's a crazy place. Everyone's so angry. Or not everyone. There's lots of people who are just great and having a nice time, but there's some really, 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 really angry people on Twitter. Pro-lethers have observed that they did all right, despite being a woman down. Maybe less answering, less arguing, possibly. Wouldn't like to comment. Yeah, well, thanks, Noodle Doodles. I thought the kazoo was going to be better, to be honest, but it's... I'm going to have to investigate it because I got two exactly the same. Gave one to my daughter earlier and she was making so much noise that I couldn't think. And she was 2 rooms away, or a room away. She was in the kitchen. So maybe she's got a good one. Maybe I've got a duff one, or maybe I'm just no doing it right. You know what I mean? Right. Speaking of which, I've got to get off because I've got to sort out a few things just now before I get back on for 9 o'clock. I'm going to put in my link for a tip one more time. So, if you thought the quiz was just absolutely brilliant, how about that guy? How about that guy, Dr. Paul? Try to feed a family there. How about that guy? Let's give him a couple of quid. Yeah, all right. That's the link. We need a kazoo music round. That was kind of why I bought it. Geek Robin, that's my plan, is to do a bit of kazoo music round. Either live or recorded. Probably live. That'd be cool. I'll do a bit of practice first, you know. And thank you to those who have donated. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you, Margaret Ann. Thanks for taking part. It was a great quiz. It was only a great quiz because you all took part. If no one comes, no one takes part, then it's a shite quiz. So it's good fun when everyone just takes part and has a go. Pro Lethers is reminding you all to hit the like button. Thank you very much for that, Tam. And it does help as well. If you click like, whether you're tipping or not. It just helps to get a few likes, you know what I mean? So thank you very much. Yeah, thanks, Gareth. Yeah, I'll sort that out. Usually try and get that to cross borders first thing in the morning, and usually they get the beer out to you before the end of the week. Well done to Gareth for winning the beer. Hopefully I'm going to have a new beer sponsor for Friday 9 o'clock. I've been looking for new sponsors. Quite a lot of people are saying, nah, we're not doing that stuff. But occasionally one gets back and goes, oh, aye, we'll do that. So hopefully I'll have sponsors for all the quizzes before too long. And we can be giving away nice prizes every single time. All right, thank you. Right, I've got to get off. And thanks for playing the quiz. I usually hang around and chat, but there is a couple of things I need to do. So I'll see you later. All right, thanks for coming to the quiz. Tell your friends. See you later. Bye.